And welcome back to a relatively short video of just setting things up for the summer rotation. I already placed the houses for the new Sims, and I already have the Sims that are going to be moving in down here. So, you will notice they already have all of their money set in, but they don't have any bios because I was a dum-dum and I forgot to write the bio in when I created them in Create a Sim. But either way, first will be Lovett moving in here. So she's checking out the few things that we have right now. And I still am trying to do the thing where each household has one unique item, and hers is a dresser. Not that it's going to help her much because we don't have a tailor right now, and for the summer rotation, I haven't planned to have anyone come in as a tailor. Maybe I will have different plans for one of the Sims that I already have designated, so to speak. But we might as well take a closer look at her. This is, here we go, Jennifer Lovett. She has brown hair, and I've created these with I have some townified eyes instead of just default replacement eyes. So she has dark green, if I recall correctly, brown hair, and the very interesting part about her is she is not a Sim that I created with the booklet method. She was actually one that just randomly started up when I turned Cass on, and I rather liked the appearance, so I decided, you know what, not changing you for any of the ones that I have saved. We'll keep those for later, so this is basically a Maxis created Sim, I suppose. So you can see she's a popularity Sim. Let's take a quick look at her wand to become Chief of Staff. Well, so far we've only had one person becoming sick. We need at least 2 more people becoming sick before the medical career is officially unlocked. It's a small house, but there's a relatively big, quote-unquote, second room. So there's still room to fill it up with all sorts of things. We still need to decide on her secondary aspiration, so let me quick do that. So from popularity 1, 2, 3, and 4, so she is going to be secondary knowledge. And since this is a summer rotation, I always, or at least I usually do it like this, for each season they get to use 1 more point. So for the summer rotation, everyone just got the 1 point for the secondary aspiration. Now that it's summer, they get a bit more, and I want to make sure that her social and comfort doesn't go too far down, so I'll just add that as well. I do have kind of an idea on what I'm going to do with her, but I'm going to keep that up until we actually get to her rotation. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the other thing. The most important part. What is your gender preference? Okay, she's bisexual. That is very good, because if you will recall, Amanda is also bisexual. So we'll see. Maybe she and Amanda will hit it off. And I just realized I think all 3 of my female Sims right now, no, well, 3 out of 4 to be precise, currently have glasses. I'll be honest, the only reason she's wearing glasses is because she was automatically created with them, and I decided, you know what, that actually looks really good, so I kept them on. Oops. But that is, once again, a close-up here of Jennifer Lovett. I am going to lock in the Make a Friend wand that she has right now. And then we'll move in some of the other people. The next person to move in is the Washington household. Okay, the ocean looked a bit funny there. So, you can already tell we're getting further away, or at least we're beginning to get away from the initial circle area where the other household started, mostly because it is a very small area. Anyways, Samuel Washington He has this house, an equally large second room, which is very nice, and his unique item is the easel because I sort of, as you can see from his artistically paint-stained t-shirt, he was sort of designed to be an artist. If you could please lift your eyes a little bit. There we go. Not very well, but we'll work with what we have. Here he is. He has brown hair and sort of lime green eyes. Again, one of the Town of Found wines I have. You can tell from his wands he is a romance sim. So I will lock in the want for Woohoo. His lifetime want is a drinks master. Take 200 orders as a bartender or a barista. This actually ties in with a mod that I actually thought I already had in my game when I started up this challenge, but it turns out I didn't. And then I had to fudge around a little bit because I had some conflicting mods and I had to grab some extra mods for this one so it would work. It's Lamar's extra or / new 50 lifetime wants. So his want of being a drinks master means he's probably gonna want to work at a bar or something like that and be a bartender. Which, like I said, considering he's supposed to be the artist, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But I don't know, maybe he can work part-time somewhere else or just go on a community lot and take over someone else's job. We'll see about it. So, as for his secondary aspiration. So he rolled a 6, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Romance knowledge. Very interesting combo, I suppose. I'm also going to give him massive attraction, so that anyone who sees him already likes him a bit better. And I do love that you immediately started on the easel, buddy. I love it. But we have to see about your preference. Stop, please. Another bisexual sim. Very interesting. Also very good for Max this time around because so far Max has been the only gay male sim in the town. And now at least we have another playable sim that might be interested in him. Let me just quick look at his... Well, he's bisexual and I forgot one of his turn-ons is red hair, so I think Max might have a chance. Question is how Samuel feels about being with a man who has alien children. We'll see. It's going to take a bit to get to Samuel's first rotation, but quite interesting. And I just remembered something that I completely forgot to do I completely forgot to alter the season and the proper time of day for Jennifer, so let me just try to fix that this time around. So that we know that I didn't forget it entirely. So, we need it to be summer. I want to spawn the age and time manipulator, current day of the week. The spring rotation ended Saturday morning, so it should be a Saturday. Delete and sell that back so he has all of his money again. And then we're gonna go off for the final move-in for the week, or the rotation if we want to be precise, because it's not quite a week, it's 5 sim days and not 7. And the final move-in, the Summers household. And this is the last one moving in. She is living right next to Lorenzo and Catherine and now Carlos. So we have a a pale freckled redhead with, excuse me. Sorry, I gotta do it. Oops, wrong way around. There we go. I'm messing up the camera controls horrendously. She has, well, the color is labeled as ice. So she has ice blue eyes and red hair. Chloe Summers. As you can see from her wants, she too rolled the romance aspiration, and she is living, like I said, right next to Lorenzo, so we will see how that happens. She wants to have 20 good vacation trips. That's another one of those new lifetime wants, and I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's going to take quite a while for me to probably unlock that. My personal unlock method is I need to have at least one wedding in the challenge, and then the vacation location that gets unlocked depends on what the want is. So if they want like a honeymoon in Tweaky, I will unlock that. But if they have instead a want for having a honeymoon in the Far East, then I will unlock that. Either way, secondary aspiration is going to be a 4, so that will be pleasure. I will also give her the massive attraction. And that will be very interesting to see what's going to happen with someone who is pleasure and romance. And you are complaining about the light, of course. She is straight. So for a romance sim, I did put her into a place where there is a small second room because, especially with my female romance sims, and especially with my risky woohoo being just 10%, but still, it means I'm going to have always a chance that they're going to have a child, so a bit room for that is always important. Now that the households are moved in, I still have one thing that I want to do. You might see something a little bit there in the corner next to the new households, and that's because I want to go quick into Monica's place. Okay, I already see something very interesting on Monica's want list there, but we'll focus on that when it actually gets back to her rotation. What we have here is Nopke's character creator. I want him, or at least I want this item, to create a small handful of, well, the family is referred to as townies, but I personally don't want to call them that just yet, because there's not going to be many of them. I'm only going to be adding 5 of them, and I'm going to refer to them as tourists for now. Mostly because you see that little lodge there, that's just, it's kind of like a hostel. It's just there for tourists to have a place to stay for the night if they missed the last ferry going back to some city or wherever they came from. They're not quite permanently here yet. They're just checking out this new community. There's not much going on. They see, is it interesting? Is it not? Stuff like that. So, I already have it set to 5 adults. The family will be townies. But like I said, I will refer to them as tourists for now, similar to tourists that you can find in Sims 3, I suppose. Gender will be alternate, so it'll decide if it starts with a female or a male sim, and then just goes the opposite, so it could start with female, and then we end up with 3 females, 2 males, or the other way around. Skin tone, completely random, I don't care about that. Fitness, personality-based, so Sims with very few athletic points will be fat. Those with high athletic points are probably going to be... fitness will be very high. Genetic inheritance, it doesn't really matter. So we have to create them. That means we do have to have the time pass just a little bit. Okay, Claire Reina, Rodney Thayer, Heather Lewis, Joel Ray, and Shana Barkat, if I saw that correctly. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot that Monica's TV was broken. Either way, that's the tourists created so far. As a little reminder, global switches. Auto gender preference is enabled, so if any of the townies or the tourists are around on a lot, I believe with ACR actually being on that lot, they should be getting an automatic notification, at least for us, what their automatic gender preference is. So they could be straight, they could be bi, they could be gay, we'll see. If not, I'm just going to have to randomize them myself when I see them. But with that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed seeing everyone new move in and we'll see what I'm planning with them, or if they're going to say, I don't care what you plan, I have my own ideas what I'm going to be doing here. And I will see you when we actually do Monica's summer rotation.